Alright guys, so I am in a crazy good mood today because today is actually my birthday. I am actually 13, so I'm officially a teenager now. So thank you guys for sticking with me for all of these years. It's been a wonderful journey. Even though we had our ups and downs, it's still wonderful being here with you guys, making content, just doing what I personally love. I'm definitely looking more I definitely am going to be doing more things in the future. So this is my first step of actually fully maturing almost. So I have multiple videos planned for today, tomorrow, and even on Tuesdays and Wednesday. Today, I will try to do a double to triple upload. It might be kind of difficult because I'm doing stuff for my birthday today, but I might try to get all the videos done in the morning. So yeah, but thank you guys for sticking with me. It's been a wonderful journey. Hopefully we could hit about 1,000 subs this year, or at least maybe 700. I don't know. Let's see if we can do it. But let's talk about what I'm going to be doing a guide for you guys. So as somebody who's been a beginner, there are a lot of mistakes I've made as a beginner that kind of caused me to not be as good as I should have been back then. So in today's video, I'm going to be telling you guys what you shouldn't do as a beginner in Dragon Ball Legends, because I know a lot of you probably just started the game this year, or at least probably just started the game not too long ago. And I'll show you one of probably know like the best of the best tips and what to do and what not to do. So this video, I would do what you shouldn't do, and next video, I would do what you should do. So without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more time. Let's talk about the first thing you shouldn't do as a beginner. So I think the first thing you shouldn't do as a beginner is hop into summons and just start summoning on anything. Because every banner in here, every banner isn't good. For example, this banner is not good in the slightest. The best character on this banner is probably Blue Super Vegito, and that guy is actually kind of garbage right now. So with that, you shouldn't be summoning on anything. Summon on banners that are worth a value. Summon on characters that are good. If you don't know what characters are good, I suggest you looking at YouTube channels, looking at showcases, seeing if this character is good or not, if this character is going to, help you survive for a long time. Because you don't want to summon on a banner that has straight up 2024 units on it, and then you get one of the 2024 characters, and you just can't survive in the meta. So as a beginner, the best things to do is to summon on banners that are worth it, that have high value. For example, a couple of months ago, I think, or a few months ago, we had a banner where it was actually a lot of good characters on it. It had a lot of value. I think it was Super Janemba's banner. It had characters like from 2020. It was characters that were still relevant to that day. So even if you didn't get the new character, it was still very valuable, right? So again, summon on banners that have good characters, that have great value, and all that stuff. So that's the first tip. That's the first thing you shouldn't do as a beginner. Summon on anything. Only summon on things that you think are worth it, or summon on things that YouTubers or whatever say it's worth it. Okay. Now let's move on to the second thing you shouldn't do as a beginner. So the second thing you shouldn't do as a beginner is not save your Chrono Crystals. Saving your Chrono Crystals, even as a veteran, is one of the most important things you can do in this game, because that's literally how you progress in the game, by getting new characters, upgrading the characters, making them stronger, basically having a higher chance to win against the opponents that you're fighting against. So when it comes to saving your crystals, I say the best time to save your crystals is 2 months before a big celebration. Now, anniversaries, those start at the end of May. So you want to start saving your Chrono Crystals in March, which is actually this month. So you might want to start saving your crystals this month. And then when it comes to festivals, which is at the end of November, you want to start saving your crystals at about maybe September, like late September. So please, please, please save your crystals. Do not spend them once you get a certain amount. Like, for example, this banner right here. Like, if we're adding on the fact that you shouldn't summon on bad banners, let me just say, let's just say you grind it up to 1000 CC and you just summoned on anything. The biggest problem is that you could have saved that CC, get even more, and then summon even more on the banner you liked. Don't just get to a certain amount and then keep summoning, because you're ruining your chances of you being able to save for better characters. So please, even if it's a daily summon, as soon as you get to 20 crystals, don't just do the summon. Save the 20 crystals. It might not make a big difference, but it's better to save every crystal, especially before big celebrations like anniversaries and festivals. And also with the new legend rarity being revealed, we could definitely be seeing more of that in the anniversary. So it's best to start saving your chrono crystals for that. That's what I'm doing personally, because the anniversary, it's literally 2 months away. It's 2 months away. So start saving now, honestly. But really, when you get to a certain amount of CC, whether it's 1,000, 20, 100, 200, just don't hop into summons instantly. I would say maybe start summoning on things you like once you get to maybe 15 to 20,000. Because that's where you have a good chance of getting what you like. But let's move on to the third thing you shouldn't do as a beginner. So one of the biggest mistakes I did as a beginner, and actually one of the biggest mistakes I still do to this day, is not doing my daily missions. Guys, doing your daily missions it's extremely easy. It's a very, very good way of getting CC. Literally, every 2 weeks you get 1,000 CC, and that's if you consistently do your daily missions. The daily missions, they aren't difficult in the slightest. All you have to do is basically play the game. That's all you have to do. If you play the game, you get rewarded for that. So that revolves you clearing a bonus battle, which the bonus battle is actually either anything that just says bonus battle. That is what you need to do in order to complete that mission. It says embark on an adventure, so that basically means go to the adventures and select one you want to do. So here's what I mean. Like, you go here, you see these. We're gonna do the adventures, and then that will count as me embarking on an adventure. Then you have used 10 energy, which actually shouldn't be very difficult. And then you have play co-op or PvP, and you will be able to get rewarded for that. This only takes about 5 to 10 minutes. Not a very long time. And again, you get rewarded for that every day. So this is one of the easiest ways for you to get 1,000 CC in less than a month. Doing this alongside adding other CC methods, it's just a cheat code. Like, you're going to be getting thousands of CC before you know it. So yeah, let's move on to the fourth thing you actually shouldn't do as a beginner. So this is kind of like the same thing as the daily missions, but this one gives you way, 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 way more chrono crystals. So before I even get into it, for some of you beginners, chrono crystals is actually, in my opinion, the most important resource in the game. You literally use chrono crystals, like, in order to basically progress through the game and get better. You have to spend chrono crystals, whether it's for, sadly, maybe even energy, or just straight up getting characters, which is what you will mainly get CC for, which is chrono crystals. That's the most important resource in the game. Obviously, you have Zennies, Souls, and Slot Removers. Like, all of those are still important, but Chrono Crystals takes the cake in terms of how important it is. So now let's talk about story mode. So for all my beginners, this is easily the best way to get CC right now, and it always was the best way. Well, actually, soul boosting was the best way, but since they kind of removed it from the game, the best way to get CC is story mode. If you have good characters, clearing through the battle shouldn't be that hard. You actually get tons of CC from part 1 to 4, because you have normal mode and hard mode. That's like a lot of CC. Now, after you complete all of the story mode, what you want to do next is hop into the challenges. So, for example, you get 3 chrono crystals for every challenge that you do. So now, if we go to the calculator, um, if we go to the calculator, we're gonna do how many? I think it was like 602 times 3. So that is literally basically 2,000 CC you get from just completing one part. And then that's literally for just but that's literally for part 1 of the story mode. You look at part 2, it's 700 and it's 728 times 3. Oh crap. 728 times 3, that's 2,000 crystals. From just those 2 parts, if you save those crystals, that is about nearly 4,000 crystals you will be getting just from part 1 and part 2 alone. So you're already almost halfway to 10,000, and that's only 2 out of the 19 parts there is to complete. So that's just proof, y'all. Doing story mode is it's easy, and it's if you do it consistently, you'll definitely be seeing results. Because this is a cheat code, bro. Like, now, if you're a veteran, you most likely already completed this, and that's probably why this video isn't really for veterans. But if you're a beginner, or you just started the game, or you have been playing for like a little bit but not that much, and you need to understand more about the game, then this video is obviously for you. But yeah, do story mode, guys. It's, again, very, very easy, and it gives you tons of CC. It might take you maybe like an hour or an hour and a half to be done with like maybe part 1 to 3, but it'll be worth it because you'll probably will be getting thousands of CC from it. So, what's that, the 5th tip or the 4th tip? Let's move on to the 5th or maybe 6th tip that you guys shouldn't do as a beginner. So, another thing you guys shouldn't be doing as a beginner is simply not logging in every day. Logging in every day is a very important step in order to build your account in Legends. Because if you don't log in every day, that's another day wasted. So if you were to log in that day, your account would have grown by a lot. Please log in every day. There could be stuff in your gift box. There could be announcements like a new character getting revealed, or because of this, we're going to be giving you this amount of CC, or straight up, if you log in every day, you can do your daily missions. You can do more story mode. That's just, if you don't do it every day, you're just losing chances to get CC. And that's what's really going to push you back from being very good at the game. So please, beginners, log in every day, and even veterans, log in every day, because that is how you are going to progress through the game. It's simply by pressing the game and then log on, do what you need to do, and you can simply just get off. Like, you can log on, play a few battles of story mode, do your dailies, and you can just log off. Because you don't really have PvP as a beginner, or maybe you do, but like you really aren't going to play it that much. So just log in, play a few battles of story mode, do your dailies, and you can just log off, right? You're making progress, and you aren't playing for that long. Now let's move on to the final thing you guys shouldn't be doing as a beginner. And I actually messed up on this. Finally, guys, we are at the final thing you guys shouldn't be doing as a beginner, and that is not upgrading your equipment. Now, a lot of people might be thinking, well, I should maybe be focusing on equipment when I'm unlocking PvP and I'm trying to get higher rank. Guys, you should be doing your equipment before, honestly, you even get that high in PvP. Because the first thing I'm going to say is, you always want to be prepared. If you upgrade your equipment beforehand, once you get to the high ranks, you don't really have to worry about that much anymore. Because you will understand the concept, you will already have good equipment to at least survive. And plus, equipment is what really makes a character good. Like, let's take, what equipment? Let's take this equipment. So, of course, as a beginner, you really wouldn't understand what any of this means. But let me just put this in the simplest way. A character that came out 3 to 5 years ago is considered unusable. I'll say even 2 years ago, a character is considered unusable, right? But this character here, Trunks in My Assist, this character came out about, if I'm not mistaken, 4 to 6 years ago. And it's not even, and it's just a regular Sparking. So this character is darn near unusable. Not even darn near. They are more than unusable. They shouldn't even be looked at. But after this equipment release, they easily became usable. It shows that equipments can do a lot for characters. And that's why it's worth it to upgrade them. Now, you might not have a lot of resources to do it, and that's fine. Just, if you have even a little bit, do it, upgrade equipment, slap them on characters, and hopefully things should be a lot easier. Now, you also need to choose the right equipment. So, let me give you guys an example. So let's just choose Super Saiyan God Goku, right? Let's just choose him because why not? So let's go to a team. Oh crap. Let's go to a team, and I'm just going to put God Goku right here. So if you don't know what equipments to put on the character, simply go to recommended, and Legends will give you all the best equipments for this character. Now, you only can choose 3 of these. So let's say for Goku, I will say the best equipment is definitely probably this one. I think this is a very good equipment to all melee type characters. Then I would maybe say this equipment because this gives you a lot of strike attack. And then I will also say this equipment because it literally just gives him everything. But if you don't know what equipments to put, just go to recommended. Legends will give you the best equipment for the character. So that is the final thing you guys shouldn't be doing as a beginner, not upgrading your equipments. Yeah, guys, so that's actually the end of this guide. I actually enjoyed making this video a lot more than I thought I would. I hope this guide can help you guys. If you guys couldn't really understand what I was saying, that's fine. I will maybe make another better version of this. I might make a script just because I want this video to be as great as possible. But yeah, guys, so that's the end of the video. I hope this guide can help y'all. Please like and subscribe for more guides or for more showcases or for more of anything you guys like. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good one, guys, and peace. And I will definitely be seeing you guys for a special birthday video.